Good morning. This is Seher here from Renewable India. It is with great pleasure that we introduce Dr. Nilratan Shende, an esteemed professional and the head of corporate social responsibility at Allcargo Group. Dr. Shinde is a dedicated CSR cum development expert holding a master's in social work from the Tata Institute of Social Sciences. His commitment to addressing social issues is underscored by his doctoral research on food security, hunger, and coping mechanisms in the Melghat area of Maharashtra, completed at the renowned Institute of Technology, Bombay. As the CSR head of Allcargo Group, Dr. Nilratan Shinde continues to exemplify leadership in driving sustainable and socially responsible initiatives that contribute to the betterment of society. We are honored to have Dr. Shinde with us today, and we look forward to gaining insights from his wealth of experience and knowledge in the realm of corporate social responsibility and development. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Such a pleasure to be on the show, Sahir.
Yes, yes, sir. Same here. Sir, like we want to ask you, what inspired All Cargo Group to launch Maitri initiative in 2014, and how it has evolved over the years?
Yeah, journey of evolving Maitri in Allcargo has really been fascinating experience for all of us at Allcargo. So it's very interesting how did it start. However, I should share that Maitri program has its presence primarily. What motivated us was the values of Allcargo. One of the core values of Allcargo is care for environment and society. Secondly, we have our global presence in 180 countries. So it has given us a lot of confidence, keeping in mind the global climate change that was impacting everyone. So the need for building climate change resilience communities and collaborating with the people at various level, there was a need for such kind of initiative which would help us mitigate the environment climate change, and also at the same time help us build the resilience communities at the grassroots level. The focus of Maitri program was to building the climate change resilience communities at the ground and mitigating the impact of global climate change. And lastly, coming up with a program or model like this which would be replicable across, not only across India but across the globe. So we want to create something which would create impact in the area of environment conservation, environment ecological conservation. At the same time, creating sustainable livelihood was our focus. So we wanted to cover these 3 points while conceiving the important program like Maitri.
Good to know, sir. Awesome, sir. Sir, like I have the next question I want to ask. Like, the Maitri initiative has planted over 1 million fruit-bearing saplings. Can you elaborate the selection process for the type of trees planted and their significance?
Yeah, I mean, it was very important. One of the important process and steps that we had followed while conceiving the program was what kind of trees that we should focus on. Should we go for forest-based trees? Should we go for fruit-bearing plants, or should we go for combination of these two, so that it would be beneficial for the community? It should incentivize the community. So keeping that in mind, we have came up with a model wherein the focus and endeavor was on to select the trees which are congenial for the local climatic conditions, local soil conditions, and it had to satisfy the income generation credentials and income generation indicator for the farmers. So the trees, we have identified about 11 kind of fruit bearing plants, which includes custard apple, guava, mango, cashew. We also had teak, so that in 10 years down the line, the wood, the timber, there would be income from the timber as well. So it had a combination of environment incompatibility, environment adaptation of the plants. At the same time, we had a focus of how these selected plants would be able to generate income for the local communities. So it was combination of income generation, secondly local climatic condition, and thirdly how would this be collectively contributing to the larger objective of environment conservation.
Okay, sir. Sir, awesome. Sir, I have one like a personal question. Like I belong to humanities background, and
Right.
I did my political science from St. Xavier's College of Calcutta. So, whenever we go for a job, the companies usually give large importance to people from technical background. Can you please elaborate how much scope people like us have in your field?
I mean, corporate social responsibility is a budding field. It over the last 15 years, it has evolved extremely well. And I must say, the people from the social work background, humanities background, social background, environment background has a lot to offer to the field of corporate social responsibility, because over here diverse thought are required, compassionate professionals are needed, passions is the virtue that you have to carry along. So if you have these three things, and the humanism in heart and mind, I think such kind of professional has a very good future in the corporate social responsibility, which will not only help them realize their individual dreams, but also create very good opportunity to contribute to nation building and be part of India progress story.
Okay, sir. So good to know, sir. Thank you. Sir, how does Metri contribute to both ecological diversity and economic sustainability, considering the variety of fruit-bearing trees planted?
Right. So, if you could look at the Maitri, it is very interesting program. So, we deliberately did not focus on promoting monoculture, because promoting monoculture has its own environmental disadvantages. It creates a lot of damages to the community, and monoculture always comes at the expense of biodiversity. So, we were very conscious at the outset how this would not lead to catastrophe, and therefore we were very mindful from the beginning how this project would unfold. So therefore, while selecting the plants, we were very conscious that which kind of plantation to be undertaken and which kind of impact will it have. So in terms of environment sustainability and ecological diversity, I must say, in addition, the important thing that it contributes to prevention of soil erosion. It also, Maitri program also contributes to water conservation. It also adds to the biodiversity, which helps flora and fauna. So these important factors it addresses, while creating sustainable income for the targeted tribal communities and farmers at the base of the pyramid. So it is very important the way this program is structured and creating these environmental impacts for the community, which is in income terms for the beneficiaries, and environment terms for the ecology.
Okay, sir. Sir, awesome. Sir, like as a head of, like as the main person of this all cargo group, where do you see your organization after 10 years? Like, do you have any special plans for the future?
Yeah, very important questions, because once we create some such kind of a module, it's very important that you have a vision. So after successfully completing 1 million plantation in last 8 years, and the kind of impact which has impacted about 10 million trees and given livelihood to about 20,000 odd people, we are planning to scale it up, intervention this in particular interventions in Maharashtra, and exploring possibilities of expanding programs like Maitri in other states. So, with particular focus on environment consciousness building in the community. At the same time, create long-term sustainable environmental impacts. So, our focus is going to be to plan and execute 5 million plantation in next 5 years, which would impact about 1 lakh families, and it would also create sustainable livelihoods and promote biological diversity, environmental diversity. So we look forward to contribute to issues of national importance, and this entire all cargo program, not only environment but other 5 focus areas that we work with, which is environment, healthcare, women's empowerment, sports, and disaster relief. We foresee that this collectively would contribute towards a strong nation building and promoting social inclusion in the society.
Okay, sir. So awesome. Um, sir, my next question is related to entitlements for farmers.
Yes. If you look at the Maitri, we work with the tribal communities and people at the base of the pyramid. One of the challenges that this community faces is lack of livelihood opportunities at the local level. And as there are no livelihood opportunities available at the grassroots level, people have to migrate out. This is forced or compelled migration, you would say. So when we have provided livelihood opportunities at the village level through Maitri program, so we thought let's expand its tentacles by convergence with the government programs. So one of the impact this program had was, as there was locally available livelihood opportunities at the village level, people have stopped migrating. So there was no forced or compelled migration at the village level. So with that, we have converged this program with Mahatma Gandhi National Employment Guarantee Act, which has created 100 mandates of work to the targeted tribal communities and people at the base of the pyramid. With this program, we have converged. We had a discussion with the secretaries at the mantralaya, at the bureaucracy district level, and then eventually at the block and village level. So this engagement with the government functionaries has really helped us in converging the program and creating more income opportunities for for the farmers. So I am really happy to share with you that we don't work in isolation. We work very closely with the government mechanisms, which has helped the farmer to reap the benefits of the entire project component and structure. We have created over 5 lakh mandates of work to the target to over 20,000 families, so which is very significant in terms of economic creation at the village level. The kind of money that is flowing into the village is very important. And secondly, once there is change in the migration pattern, you tend to avail and lift public distribution system related entitlements, with further strengthens the food security. The other important thing that the program has done is, once there was migration, people, kids have enrolled themselves into the schools, and the attendance in the school has increased. So multiple positive ramifications of the Maitri program was really evident to see through the successful execution at the ground.
Okay, so basically, your organization believe in सबके साथ सबका विकास. That is the goal. Like you cannot work in isolation. That's the thing.
Exactly. I mean, that is very important facet of the work. We strongly believe that collaborations and working together is the way out to do justice to the with the hopes and aspirations of the underprivileged communities that we hope to bring smile on.
Okay, sir, really good to know. So it's amazing what your organization is doing. Sir, I have a last question. How can other companies learn from Metri initiative, and how they can implement sustainable initiatives in their respective communities?
Yeah, it's very important questions. And I must say, lot many corporates are doing environment conservation related work, but the programs like Maitri offers a lot to the community and to the environment, which we owe a lot to the environment to protect. So keeping the kind of positive impacts which we are creating at the ground. So a lot many corporates could partner on programs like this, which has a balance of environment conservation and creations of livelihood for the local communities. Once the economy at the local level boosts up and agriculture income starts generating, it also reduces the element of vulnerability from the community. And at the same time, the corporate engagement would really take this program like Maitri to scale this up and ensure that the global climate change challenges can be addressed collectively. So, in a nutshell, corporates have to offer a lot by partnering, by sharing the resources, by creating sustainable impact onto the community. So it would be in the interest of environment and the community and nation building if a lot many corporates come together and be part of this beautiful program and partnership.
Okay, sir. Sir, thank you so much for joining us. It was a really great pleasure to have this conversation with you. Sir, now Shivalika ma'am and sir will be joining you for further conversation. Sir, thanks a lot.
Sure.